My biggest concern is that we understand the wisdom of these old words from the Indian Vedas. The whole world is one family. Because if you take that spirit, there is no issue humanity cannot resolve. Whether it's peace, whether it's environment, whether it's bringing everyone out of poverty, whether it's trade, we can achieve everything, control technology, if we just stick together. If we allow someone to divide us, to create wars and conflicts, we will not be able to achieve what people expect from us. So I think this is the ultimate wisdom. The whole world is one family.
Absolutely, Erik, you said it right. That broad-mindedness or that awareness we need to create in the public. Say, come on, let's see beyond our race, religion, gender, and political affinities, and see a bigger human goodness. And what is that we can do collectively to help each other? These are the trends that need to come up, and I see it coming up quite a bit. When I said let's all commit ourselves and express that we do stand for peace. It's hidden in everybody. Everyone wants peace, but we have to be more vocal. Often what happens, people who have negative mindset, though they are very small in number, their voices are very strong and they become more active. But people who love peace, who want harmony in the world, their voices need to be heard loud.
And what can we do to make the voice of the peace lovers more loud? When we worked together in the peace process in Sri Lanka, and I think you will recall as well as me that some of the people who were haters on each side, they were the vocal people. They got the voice, they got the media attention, while the vast majority of Sri Lankans who were peace-loving people who had no desire except to live in peace and to live together, Tamils and Sinhalese and Muslims, they were not given the same voice.
Yeah, this is exactly why I started this campaign, We Stand for Peace. When all the peace-loving, good people stand up and say, I love peace, I stand for peace, it can change the energy in the whole atmosphere. It can change the negativity into something positive, especially after the pandemic. And this war and economic downtrend caused a lot of hopelessness in people. So when you feel so helpless and hopeless, we don't know what to do, if we all say we stand up for peace, it somehow empowers an individual. It empowers a collective consciousness in society. So collectively we all say, yeah, I stand up for peace. I'm sure it will change the whole atmosphere.
I think this is absolutely critical, because we need people who really stand up for peace, are loud, and are not seen as naive. Because there's nothing naive going for peace. To the contrary, wars very, very rarely serve any purpose. Nearly all wars are much more costly, much more protracted, much more difficult to stop than those who start them.
And causes only destruction.
Exactly. And the costs are enormously much bigger than the...
People who get agitated very quickly and become unreasonable, uncommunicable. Many times people don't communicate properly. All this, I take it as a sign of lack of inner power, inner strength. So it is time that people look inward and see how strong they are mentally, how broad their visions are, how much foresight they have, into future of humanity. I think these are very important issues. And luckily today with technology, young people are so much interested in all this. They are interested in meditation, mindfulness, they are interested in yoga, and they are interested in communicating with each other more across the borders. I think that is one good sign, I would say. Even social media, as you will see, quite a bit of positive news keeps floating around. I would say your mind is something that you need to keep attending to. I would call it like mental hygiene, like you have dental hygiene. Mental hygiene. Every day, do some deep breaths. Long, deep breathing exercises would help you. And think life from a bigger perspective. See, how long are you going to be on this planet? Say 80 years, 90 years, 100 years? And what do you want to do in these 100 years? How would you like to be useful to everybody around you? When you think on these lines and then have a say over your own emotions, which I say you can do it by just a little bit of meditation and breathing technique, it makes a whole lot of difference.
Yeah, I cannot agree more. That try to find your inner love. Love for others. As Jesus Christ said, to love your friends, that's the easy part. To love your family. What's difficult is to love your enemies, the people who you may not really like. But look into how you can find some love, at least some respect for them. And in Indian context, Gandhiji, what did he do? He respected his opponents. He fought hard for independence of India against the British colonialists, but he tried to respect them, maybe even in some cases some love for them. So look into how you can find your inner love for also your opponents and the people you disagree with.
As we have you here, maybe you could also, that goes to you. You have worked with so many international key stakeholders to build peace. Where do you see the role of Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar in today's context?
I think it's absolutely critical to have voices of moral clarity coming from outside. Political leaders have so many different aspects to their lives, and even the best of them cannot be Jesus Christ or Buddha or a guru because of all the different demands upon them. And some of the people who really did good stuff also had many negative aspects to their personality. So we desperately need moral people who can speak the moral language, engage with people, and I think that's the critical role. And it's all about reaching out to others, because to find harmony in your own small group, that's the easy part. But to reach out to others, to other nations, to other religions,